Welcome back, it's Matt Rogers, Skywatcher. And I just want to explain a few things about the Alaska cams. We're seeing some strange skies up there. And also, I believe that FEMA, the military, are organising this big event that's happening and coming our way in the early future. We are seeing some strange skies all the time. You can see on this Alaska cam as well, this strange pink reflection that's behind those chems, them lowered clouds, as you've got that Nibiru, this huge heavenly object that's up there in the inner solar system that's reflecting across all our skies. We see them on the NASA cams, but sadly NASA uses low resolution cameras, so we don't get to see anything in high definition, and they should turn them cameras round so we can see them as heavenly objects up there towards our sun. Here on this cam as well, this is another Alaska cam. You can see the dark shadows up there in the skies, and also on the horizon you can see that yellow reflection from the binary twin Nemesis. And also, again, martial law is in our towns. We are now going to start seeing these huge changes around our areas as well, because I believe now the government are starting to hugely prepare for this big situation that's heading our way as well, as the military are building them underground cities, and they're using high-speed rail trains, built tunnels towards Walmarts as well. They are preparing right under our noses all the time. Here on this cam image as well, this is another Alaska cam. Can you see the colorings of the sky before the sun comes up? You can see that orange effect, and also those strange type of colorings and strange clouds. It's so evident. All we need to do is keep our eyes to the skies, as again they are preparing, and we should prepare. They won't say nothing. The powers to be don't want the public to know anything of what's going on. It's just so unfair, as we need to all be strong and be awake to all this. We need to wake up humanity. Other people around the world need to be awoken by this, to notice that their skies are being sprayed every single day to hide those heavenly objects. Here on this other Alaska cam, you can see that they've cloaked up there as well. There's only half a cloud showing up there as well on the screen, where you can see where they're using this HAARP and CERN to cover the skies. Again, that huge black cloud, we see this all the time as the sun is coming up on the horizon with the simulator. And also again, military, they know what they're doing. They think they're getting better at it all the time, but it's just a disaster, because we're breathing all these toxins and chemicals to depopulate the earth in the future. It's so unfair, as humanity needs again to be aware of what they're doing. It's so wrong. We need to wake everybody up to this. That machine CERN is being used all the time. Also here on another Alaska cam, you can now see that orange haze on the right hand side, and you can see the reflections from them clouds that are being burnt away, with the hydrogens being burnt off them, as the sun to the left with that simulator. You can see the two different colouring settings in the sky, that dark shadow. The FEMA camps are in order. They have got weapons, and they've got their machines, and also their transportation. It's all been stocked up from all over the world. They're all on the same page. All the governments around the globe are on the same page, because everywhere around the world's being sprayed, and also they're preparing for us, because they don't want mass panic. Because if we do get that huge CME blast from the sun, we're all in deep trouble. Again on this other Alaska cam, you can see on the horizon there, behind that thick blanket of chemtrails, that object that's rising above the horizon there on the opposite side where the sun is. And also the snow and the ice is melting away, because on this image it was different. A couple of months back it was very much iced up, and the trees and plants are just not healthy anymore, because we are getting chemmed all the time as the earth is warming up. But they still use the climate change hoax all the time. They use it on the UK media channels, and also the USA, all over the globe. Australia, the Far East, they're using the climate change hoax to keep people down, to stop people from believing what the truth of what's going to happen. As the Sumerians had seen this in the past, they saw their fate coming. They saw those heavenly bodies. But we now, in these days, get only but chems. Here also on this Alaska cam, we've got 3 different light sources there on the horizon. You've got that orange light source at the bottom there from the binary twin Nemesis, and that white light reflection from the Kachina. And again, they're preparing for this. I just hope that people are going to wake up to the truth of what's going on, because these objects are huge, much bigger than our natural Earth. And our Earth is being agitated all the time. We're getting this huge wobble now with the Earth, and more earthquakes have been reported around the world. It's got to be now that people now start to understand that this is a huge incoming event. Those chems and also the colourings of the skies, it's all getting much too strange now for us. Everything is getting much different, getting much more emails as well coming through from yesterday and early hours of the morning that their skies are changing too. Here also on this Alaska cam, you can see that pink haze up there in the skies, and the clouds that are lowered, too far low now. And the dimness and darkness as well. The land to the right hand side of the sun, we're getting huge shadows. And also on this image you can see, the smaller image, that object. You can see Nibiru on this footage photo as well that was sent. And also it's just a situation where, again, as I said, that they use HAARP and CERN 24/7 now. This is why they built their machines, because they knew that this was coming. It all makes sense. You've got to think out the box. Why is the sun burning twice as much now? Why is them corona holes getting bigger? And why are they now using CERN and HAARP? It's all the jigsaw pieces are being matched now. It's all because we've got these huge objects that are agitating our system. And all through space weather, it's just getting hugely erratic. It's a situation where we need to prepare for this big, huge event. This is another Alaska cam image. You can see here on the cam, them huge sprayed chems. They've been spraying early hours of the morning. You can see the thickness of them chemicals up in the sky to stop them huge CME blasts from coming down to our Earth that are causing them huge earthquakes. Now, these earthquakes are being persistently happening all the time because of them corona holes and these CME blasts. If we was able to get to see the truth, we would know now to prepare for this huge situation all the time. Because, again, they've prepared. They really have prepared for this now, the military. And we really need to get this information out there to the world. Because they've built tunnels every single place now, underground. There's so much that we don't know, that the government have been hiding from us all the time. And those grey chems are causing people to become sick and very ill. Eyes are not, everything, it's not fair. And also here as well on this screen, you can see that strange cam that's in the middle of the screen. I've seen this on other cams as well. It's just a situation where they're covering an object there in the sky so we don't get to see it. There's huge reflections and refractions all the time. And believe me, please, it's the military that are doing this. This is the start. And then it will be a situation where they will want to gather billions of people up and put them in them FEMA camps. Here as well, you can see on those horizons the broken chems where that sun is coming up with that simulator. Everything is burning up now. It really is. There's trash being thrown around everywhere in our inner solar system, and also the other heavenly bodies are being affected too. These heavenly bodies like Mars and Jupiter, Saturn, they're all heating up now. They've all been heated up and they're all tilting, and everything is just erratic. Looking at this cam as well, you can see the strange colours of the skies. The whiteness coming up from that simulator in the sun, and the dark shadows of the skies, and also you've got that orange effect from the binary twin as well, reflecting off those chem clouds. They're not our natural clouds anymore. And military know this. They have been doing this for a long time. And they've been told to keep very quiet. They've been told not to say a word about this. Because those hammerheads up in the skies that spray above the clouds now think they're getting away with it, think that no one can see them. But it's about time now that people start waking up, because many of the subscribers and viewers that are viewing the channels, they are fully awake to the whole situation. And it's so important that we get more and more information through. Because, again, the government will just keep it shut. Here also on this Alaska cam, on the opposite side when the sun comes up, you've got that huge reflection from the binary twin Nemesis. You can see that, can't you, now burning through those chem clouds. They are cheming every single day. All around the horizons, non-stop paying, using our trillions of taxpayers' dollars and money, and it's just out of order really what they're doing. The money is being spent to hide the system before the very end. And again, it's very frightening to see those boxes that have been made for when the big pole shift happens. These are ready for us, and it's just a situation where it's all changing now, isn't it? And we really need to stand our ground and be strong for the future that's coming, because everything is coming at a situation. But we have to try and get a situation where we know the time, date and place of all these situations. So it's just basically researching to see what we can find. And also on this cam as well, you can see that reflection from the binary twin, that orange reflection and also that white reflection there. This is well before the sun is coming up, and also you can see basically because we've got that Kachina, that's the two Kachinas that are out there in our solar system now. And again, they don't say nothing. News media will not say anything, and I will be phoning Channel 4 and the BBC again to see if I can get some information about these chems and the strangeness of the skies, the halo as well. Everything is changed. This is all new to us, but they still bring up different names of clouds all the time to cover the lies that the NASA says, and the space agencies around the world. The media is just run by a propaganda machine, because the government have been pumping out all these excuses and lies from all over the world. Here again on this image, it's just very important to get it out. You can see also on the screen these 2 or 3, 4 objects that are behind those chems, and the dark shadows of the skies as well, and the mountains, the snow has come off them now and dried up. Because we are being heated up all the time now by the sun, the soul, because of these coronal holes, and also binary twin Nemesis. Heating everything up all the time. And I will keep looking at the charts and monitors that I've got here, and I will look at the jet stream and keep my eye on everything. So if there's any information that's come out of any changes, you'll be the first to know of what I can see. So I will keep a track on everything for you. It's so important to get the words and the truthness out there. Again on this cam, this is the opposite side where you've got that huge object, that reflection, that orange haze from the binary twin Nemesis. And those chems, they can't hide it much no longer. And also that silvery haze, the blue skies have gone now. And the darkness is coming upon us as the sun is being eclipsed by those huge heavenly objects all the time. Because we need to prepare. We really do. Because all the time we're seeing the strangeness and the differences in the skies, and those clouds being burnt away all the time as the sun is burning twice as much now. Something big is coming, and we all know what it is. So please take care and respect to you all, and I'll be back shortly again from Matt Rogers.